Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Holoyim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harachakodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwath that's keeping the faith in the work. Shall keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Right? This devil understands he has a short time, and so if you haven't been paying attention, this world is going digital, right? And it's basically mirroring what's going on in Asia, right? So let me see. This the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16. No. That ain't what I'm looking for. Salat, 1 second. That should be 15. Salat, 1 second. This second is 15 and verse 46. It says, "And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person, woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee." Right? It says, "Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith power, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death." Right? The hope of Babylon is this new world order, is this new digital world. Right? The hope of Babylon is transhumanism, the merging of man and machine. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna let this video play and I'll be back.
The Reserve Bank of India just made e-rupee available to a select group of people recently. E-rupee is a digital currency, but not a cryptocurrency. Confused? Well, let's talk about that in detail. So now, how does this work? With the digital rupee, you don't need intermediaries at all. You could simply transfer digital money from your wallet to another wallet belonging to any individual or a merchant, just as if you were handling them physical cash. Let's just say it's just like physical cash, only it's entirely digitized. The transaction is done and you may not even need an internet connection. Now, what's the use? If you're sending money over to a new account, you may have to wait for the bank to authorize this transaction. However, if it's digital rupee stored in your wallet, you should be able to transfer the money instantaneously without a hitch, at least in theory. So what's the downside? Since it's just like cash in your cupboard, only digitized, the e-rupee will not earn any interest if it's sitting in a digital wallet. Now you might also think, how is digital currency different from cryptocurrency? Well, unlike digital currency, cryptocurrency is decentralized money, free from any government or central bank's chains, which relies on blockchain technology. The Reserve Bank of India says the e-rupee could solve some problems persistent with physical cash. Think about how hard it is to print, transport, store, and distribute physical money. It's a logistical nightmare and it is very expensive. However, if you could replace some of this cash with digital currencies, that could save a lot of money.
So physical cash is a nightmare all of a sudden. Right? Let's see what Lil Willie Gates got to say about it.
financial services through digital currency will help those who live in poverty directly. It will also support a host of other development activities, including health and agriculture. Transforming the underlying economics of financial services through digital currency will help those who live in poverty directly. It will also support a host of other development activities, including health and agriculture.
Right. Health and agriculture. Spoken by the same dude that spearheaded the movement attached to that thing when it first hit in 2019. It's the book of Psalms chapter 82 and verse 4 says, "Deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked." Right? Because that devil keep plotting on the poor. Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That means the rich man of the world is the wicked. They control the wealth. They control the finances. Right? So if you have these individuals talking about this gonna help you, you best believe it's not. Right?
But let me know your thoughts. There's something likely coming to the US over the next year that many of you may not be aware of. If you're deep into crypto, or if you're deep into crypto and following what I've been saying about the United States Pluto return coming and financial upheaval and transformation happening this year, you might be familiar with central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Within the next year, I do expect a US Fed coin, and the EU has been open about building their own CBDC. Countries that already have this are China, the Bahamas, and it is more convenient. You would have a wallet on your phone and you would just pay with the US dollar, like the Fed coin, in different places. They can deposit, they can also take money like taxes away pretty immediately. Likely it would be built on Ethereum, they've talked about this. But the downside is kind of dystopian. They can incentivize social behaviors by giving or taking away money. They already do this in China. So they can manipulate you to comply or do things based on your wallet. It's the natural progression of technology, but let me know your thoughts.
All right. So, like the script said, and thou Asia that art the hope of Babylon, right? India, that's in the east, right? China, that's in the east, and they already with it, right? So, this Babylon's last hoorah, right? They real deal fighting for control of the new world. Because they can clearly see the old world is done away with. They done said this so many times when that thing hit, and it was on purpose, right? It was on purpose. The devil know he got a short time, so he had to make moves. But at the end of the day, that target is on the poor, right? The poor and oppressed. So this is the book of Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 15. It says, "As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the people." Right? If they talking all that, this gonna help you, man. This is straight for your destruction. So it behooves you to stay aware, right? Stay faithful and stay prayed up, man, for real. Because that devil going to and fro trying to see who he can devour, right? The adversary, right? Let me see. Let me go to the book of Revelation, chapter 14. Because there's going to be so many people that's going to be lining up for this thing. Not understanding that if you take it, it's a wrap. It's over with. Ain't no repentance for that. Right? So, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Right? There is no repentance for that. You just got to face death. agonizing, torturous death. Right? So I'll end it with that, man. Hey, how about Shema Sharatazar? These precepts in this video are edifying. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Harakha Kodash Shalom Yashal.